morning, students. We are moving to next part, that is Hitler's rise to power. This crisis in Germany, in the economy, polity and society framed the background to Hitler's rise to power. In 1909 in Austria, Hitler spent his youth in poverty. When the First World War broke out, he enrolled for the army, acted as a messenger in the front, and became a corporal and earned medals for bravery. The German defeated horrified him, and Versailles Treaty made him furious. In 1919, he joined a small group called German Workers' Party. He subsequently took over the organization and renamed it the National Socialist German Workers' Party. Please underline. When he joined in the German Workers' Party, and what is the new name what he given. Then 1923, Hitler planned to seize control of Bavaria, march to Berlin and capture power. Then he failed and arrested, tried for treason and later released. The Nazi could not effectively mobilize popular support till early 1930. Even though he started work in 1919 up to 1930, means 11 years, he never become that much popular or effective. And it was during the Great Depression the Nazism became a small movement, as we have seen after 1929. Banks collapsed and business shut down, workers lost their job, and middle classes were threatened with destitution. In such a situation, Nazi propaganda stirred hope for a better future. In 1928, the Nazi party go no more than 26% votes in the Reichstag and the German Parliament. By 1932, it had become the largest party with 37% of vote. 1928 also they was in the election they got only 26%, and 1932, just after the Great Depression or ending part of the Great Depression, they got 37% of vote and they become the largest party in the election. Hitler was a powerful speaker. His passion and his words moved people. He promised to build a strong nation, undo the injustice of the Versailles Treaty, and restore the dignity of the German people. He promised employment for those looking work and a secure future for the youth. He promised to weed out all foreign influences and resist all foreign conspiracies against Germany. He was a powerful speaker, he was a speaker, and his words used to inspire the people. And what all promises he given, he said like that, make a strong nation. Please underline. First promise, he is going to make a strong nation. Second one, undo all the justice of the Versailles Treaty. Already we know the Versailles Treaty they made, in that many injustice was there, that he is going to undo or remove that treaty. Then restore the dignity of the German people. Because of this Versailles Treaty as well as the First World War, the German people, they were suffering a lot. They lost their respect in front of the world. That he is going to restore. Then fourth point, he promised employment for those who are looking for work. He is going to produce maximum employment. Then secure future for the youth. If they are getting the good job or working condition, their future will be secure. That was the fifth promise of him. Then sixth one, he promised to weed out all the foreign influences and resist all the foreign conspiracies against Germany. Because of the First World War and later, many countries was looking to Germany in a different way, because they was become the cause of First World War. So many people, they was looking to them like again in any causes, means Germany is rising and going to make a war or like that. So that also he is going to stop it. countries won't get any information like that. He will stop influence of all the foreign countries like that. He is promising. So all these promises give a new boost to the people. The people started to listen Hitler. Hitler diverse a new style of politics. He understood the significance of the rituals and spectate in mass mobilization. Nazis held massive rallies and public meetings to demonstrate the support for Hitler and instill a sense of unity among people. Then red banners with the swastika and the Nazi salute and the rituals ritualized around the applause after the speech were all part of the spectacle of power. Then to get the people support, not only giving some promises, what they done, they started to arrange some of the rallies, that also massive rallies, and they started to use some of the symbols. And one symbol is swastika, what we are using here in India also as a Hindu symbol. We are using that one. Not only Hindus, Buddhists, Jainis, they are also using swastika. Then swastika, what mean the prosperous that we are showing with that, and it is started to use by 7,000 years before, that is developed in Eurasia, not developed in India or not developed in Europe, where we are coming together, Europe and Asia coming together, that area only started. And we can use, we are using not only in Indians, other country people also, even European people, they are using the swastika or swastika. That is a Sanskrit word. Okay. Then Nazi propagates skillful project Hitler as a messiah, a savior, as a someone who had arrived to deliver people from their distress. Then what they are showing in front of the people, Hitler is a messiah, means that is a Christian symbol. Messiah means the person who is a savior or who came to redeem us from the evil or from the dependency. So we are going to be saved our souls, or our then we are from our distress to we can reach to hope, like that. That is the symbol of Messiah, that word is showing. And at the same time saying like as a savior who is going to save us, as someone who had arrived to deliver people from their distress. And it is an image that captured the imagination of people whose sense of dignity and pride has been shattered, and who are living in the time of acute economic and political crisis. And this image, it is getting a inspiration to the people, because they are living in that much distress, not only economically, not only politically, socially, in every aspects of the German people's life, they was living in a difficult situation. So when Hitler and his group of people taken that image, Hitler as a savior or Hitler as a messiah, people got the inspiration, they started to listen him. Then the destruction of democracy. On 30 January 1933, President Hindenburg offered the chancellorship, the highest position of the cabinet of ministers, to Hitler. Then 1932, they got the maximum percentage of vote, or the 37%, and they become the large party. Then 1933, he is getting the chancellorship, or that is the highest position in the cabinet ministers. Please underline. By now, Nazis and had managed to rally in the conservatives to their cause. Having acquired power, Hitler set out dismantle the structure of the democratic rule. So now he got the power in his hand. So he started to restructure everything, or started to change the structure of the administration of Germany. The mysterious fire that broke out the German parliament building in February facilitated his move. That fire, again, it is giving a boost to his move. Already People started to listen, and he started to change the structure of the administration. With that, the unknown fire it came that also helped him to move faster. The fire decree of 28 February 1933 identified suspended civil rights like freedom of speech, press and assembly that had been guaranteed by Weimar Constitution. Then Hitler is giving a decree on 28 February 1933 in that people's freedom of speech and other things it is taking out. Please underline that one. Fire decree on 28 February 1933. And what happening with this decree? Rights like freedom of speech, press and assembly had been guaranteed by Weimar Constitution, taken it out. Then he turned his arch armies, the communists, most of whom were hurried packed off into the newly established concentration camp. The repression of the communists were severe. Then he started to concentrate on the communist people, and he sent them to concentration camp. And out of serving 6,808 arrest files of Dusseldorf, a small city of the 500,000 population, 1,440 were those of the communist alone. In some of the area we can see where we are in India also, some area they are having it may be Communist Party or BJP or not only party, some particular group of people they are living in some small area, and that density of that particular population will be very high in that area. Like that one area of the that was the Dusseldorf, and there only out of 6,000 people, 1,440 was communist people. There were, however, only one among the 52 type of victims persecuted by Nazis across the country. This communist party, that was the only one group. Like that 52 groups, the Nazi government they started to persecute or started to punish them. Okay, we'll continue in next video.